A very good evening, my dear student. Welcome to my e-learning class. This is Professor Arun Gireddy. In yesterday's class or in previous class, we have discussed in brief the syllabus of goods and service tax. In today's class, we'll discuss the some of the important relevant point in relation with GST. Let us start the first unit, that is introduction of GST. Now, why the GST has come to India? That is playing a very important role, crucial. So, before GST, there are some tax which are called as a indirect tax, which is available in India, just like a custom, VAT, excise, duty. These are all considered as an indirect tax, which is available in India before GST has come into picture. Now, what is tax? That is playing a very important. Tax, it is a revenue. Tax means it is a revenue. To whom? Government. For what? Development. So this is called as a tax. So what they try to say that in here, tax, it is a revenue collected by government. For what? Development. So this is called as a tax. Here they are given as a tax is a monetary contribution to government. Why it is a contribution to government? Because for income, goods and service activity. Mainly what the government will do on that particular revenue. Revenue is generated by public, generated from public, revenue generated from public, and that revenue is used for development activity. That the revenue is used for development activities. So that is called as a tax. So in here they simply given as a meaning, tax is a monetary contribution to government revenue. Tax is free levied by the government on income, goods or service activity, and it is a compulsory financial charge imposed by the government on income, goods, service activity to meet public expenditure. In simple word, we can say tax, it is a revenue used by government for development. Mohit answer. Revenue used by government for development activity like infrastructure development, bridge, road. These are all development activity. For that purpose, what is to be collected by the public? Tax is collected by the public. Now it is a tax. Tax is a clear picture. It is revenue to government. Whom the tax is paid? By public is supposed to pay the tax. And why the government is used that particular tax? Tax is used by the government for some developmental activities. Some developmental activities like road, bridge, so many educational trust like that. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಆದಾಯ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ತೆರಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? ಆದಾಯ. ತೆರಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆದಾಯ ಆಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ? ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಆದಾಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ತೆರಿಗೆನ ಯಾರು ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ? ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರು ತೆರಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ತೆರಿಗೆನ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ? ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ತೆರಿಗೆನ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So in simple word, tax is a revenue to government for some better developmental activities. So here mainly two types of tax which we found normally in India, two types of tax which we found. One is called as a direct tax. First one is called as a direct tax, and the second one is called as a indirect tax. Second one is called as indirect tax. Now move on to first one. What is direct tax? Then what is direct tax? Here simply definition is given. Direct tax which are levied on income, profit, wealth of the person, and which are paid directly to the government. The incidence of tax is borne by the person himself on tax is levied. Example, income tax, wealth tax, corporate. In simple word, I will make very simple here. Income, profit, wealth, and himself. These four words you remember. Okay. Tax is levied on income of a person. tax is levied on profit of a company, tax is levied on wealth. All these tax is imposed on same person. What is the word? Same person. Who is that same person? To whom income is related, to whom profit is related, to whom wealth is related. Direct question. Where the here tax burden shift on same person. Tax burden shift on same person. To whom he is the same person. Where the income belongs to the same person, where the profit belongs to the same person, where the wealth belongs to the same person. So that is called as a direct tax. So direct tax means it is a tax charged on income of the person, wealth of the person, profit of the person to whom the tax is borne, to whom the tax is borne. In simple word, here tax is collected from same person to whom the wealth belongs, to whom the wealth belongs. Here the tax burden, the income, wealth, profit all belongs to same person to whom it is related, in simple word. Okay, so that is considered as a direct tax. Here they give example: income tax, wealth tax and company tax. It is called as the tax collected by the same person. For example, if you are an employee, directly the tax is deducted from income from salary. If you are running the house, directly the tax is charged on house property. If you are running the business, tax is charged on income from business. If you are a lawyer or a chartered accountant, the tax is charged on income from profession. So it is considered as direct. Directly the person belonging. So that is called as a direct tax. In the word direct tax, it is also called as progressive tax. So direct tax is also known as a progressive tax. Why this word is very important, progressive tax? If we say it is a progressive tax, we compulsorily charge the tax on same person to whom the profit is belonging, to whom the wealth is belonging. So that is called as a direct tax. So this is the first definition given in the book. So what is the point here? The tax is charged on the same person to whom the profit, wealth is belonging. So that is the word. Coming to the second one, indirect tax. Second point in indirect tax. What is indirect tax? Tax is levied on goods and service. The word is very important. The tax is levied on goods and service. Here the incident of tax fall on another person. The burden of tax is shifted to another person. Example: excise duty, custom duty, service. So this is a word. Here what they try to say, that I'll write keywords: goods, service, incident, impact. These are the keywords which we explain. Goods, service, incident, impact. The tax is charged on goods and service, where the tax is imposed on one person and the tax is collected from another person. That impact is on another person. Incident from one person and impact from another person. It is called as a indirect tax. For example, A, B ಇಬ್ಬರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ? ಬಿ ಮೇಲೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. Indirect tax means tax charged on one person and it is collected from another person. Then what is direct tax? A or B. Tax is charged on the person and it is collected on the same person. Tax is charged on the person and it is collected from same person. If it is an indirect tax, tax is charged on A and it is collected from B. That is called as a indirect tax. Let us discuss the basic difference between direct tax and indirect tax. Here the meaning is already explained here. Direct tax referred the tax levied on income, profit or wealth of the person. Indirect tax means the tax is levied on goods and service. So we'll difference in keywords: income, wealth, profit, goods, service. This is the first difference which they explain. Tax is imposed on income of a person, wealth of the party, profit of the business. This is called as direct tax. And what is indirect tax? Tax is imposed on goods and service. This is the first difference. You have to remember the keywords for every point. Income, profit, wealth is keyword of direct tax. Goods, service is keyword of indirect tax. Tax is imposed on these two. Tax is imposed on these three. This is direct tax and this is indirect tax. Income, profit, wealth belongs to direct. Goods, service belongs to indirect. Second important difference is direct tax are paid directly by the person on whom the tax is levied, to whom the tax is charged. Direct tax means it is a tax and it is collected from the same party, same person to whom the profit belongs to. Whereas indirect tax means it is collected from consumer who consume the goods and service. ಗ್ರಾಹಕರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ತೆರಿಗೆನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ, ಯಾರು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್: ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, wealth tax and company tax is example of direct tax. So in case of indirect tax, custom duty, VAT, excise, service tax, these are all example of indirect tax. Note, income tax, wealth tax, company tax is example of direct. Indirect tax example in kotara custom duty, service, VAT. Next point in kotara difference: under direct tax, incident and impact on same person. In case of indirect, incident and impact on different person. ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಮುಗಿತ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಬಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾವ, ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡು ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ: ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟು another person where the indirect tax rate is same. Why this is very important? Because the rate is different because simple reason is income is not same, wealth is not same, profit is not same. That's why the rate might be different. But in case of indirect tax, the rate is same charged by the parties, where everybody should give the same rate of tax under GST. Like everybody can give 12%, everybody can give 18%, everybody can give 28%, 0%, 5%. Like that, everyone is able to pay the tax in case of indirect tax ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Next, direct tax help to reduce the inflation. Direct tax help to reduce the inflation. What is that inflation? ಅತಿ ಪ್ರಸರಣ ಅಂತ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್? ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, it is charged on the same person where the income is there, per capital income, national income. So that's why inflation can be controlled. Indirect tax promote inflation. Why? Because it treat all persons same, whether you are income oriented or not income oriented. Then in direct tax, tax evasion is possible. What is that tax evasion? Escapism. In case of direct tax, we can escape the tax from tax. In case of indirect tax, tax evasion is not possible. Escapism is not possible. ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಅವರು? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತೆರಿಗೆನ ಉಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತೆರಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್, ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ರಿಚ್ ಟು ಪುವರ್, ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಪೇ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ರಿಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪೇ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ನೋ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್. Rich people can pay direct tax. Both rich and poor can pay indirect tax. As it treat the same person, it treat everybody equal. So another one definition difference we can write in this book, they are not given. We can tell another difference, ninth difference you can mention. Direct tax is called as progressive tax. This is also the difference. Direct tax is called as progressive tax. Indirect tax is called as regressive tax. Indirect tax is called as regressive tax. What is progressive? Growth oriented tax. Direct tax is called as growth oriented tax, and it is not growth oriented tax because poor people not able to give more money, still they have to give the tax. Here poor people is not come, it is a tax on rich party. This is what the difference between direct tax and indirect tax. So in today's class we'll discuss in brief what is, first question, what is direct tax, in second question what is indirect tax, and the third difference between direct tax and indirect tax. Idu ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. I will rightly point out the key aspects of the difference which you remember very clearly. Remember ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ರಿ. Income, wealth, incident. Okay, ಈ ಎರಡರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ in brief again. Tax is imposed on income or wealth of the person and it is incident on same person. It is called as direct tax. Tax is imposed on goods and service and impact and incident on different person. It is called as indirect tax. So this is what the difference between direct tax and indirect tax. Tax impose ಮಾಡೋದು income, wealth, profit ಮೇಲೆ, tax impose ಮಾಡೋದು goods ಮತ್ತೆ service ಮೇಲೆ. Tax burden same person ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳೋದು direct tax. Tax burden different person ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳೋದು indirect tax. So income tax, wealth is example of direct tax. Custom, VAT, excise is example of indirect tax. Rate of direct tax is not same. The rate is same. So that is what the word. Another one difference which we left out, that is taxable event. Idu bhala important. Taxable event under direct tax is total income of a person. What is taxable event under indirect tax? Supply of goods and service. The supply of goods and service is the taxable event under indirect tax. So this is what the difference between direct tax and indirect tax. So remaining we'll discuss on next class. Thank you. Please do watch and subscribe to my channel and comment. Thank you.